Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Silversea Silver Origin interview here with Steve Gulko. So, Steve, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Excellent. Well, Steve has been with us since the beginning of the creation of Luxury Cruise Connections, and Steve Gulko has been in this industry for 44 years and is one of our most experienced cruise advisors. Somebody that I would personally go to for advice when it comes to cruising and destinations, what to do, and understand the experience better before actually travel.
Actually, been on over 100 cruises, so I've been to a lot of locations that I can advise our guests.
That is absolutely correct. And so, Steve recently visited the Galapagos on board the Silver Origin, which is one of Silversea's most beautiful ships, but also one of their smaller ships. This is because Silversea Origin was purpose-built for Silversea to visit the Galapagos. Just to give our audience a little bit of perspective, this is a 50-suite ship, correct?
Yeah, it's very few guests because the Galapagos laws do not allow bigger ships there because of the protection for the environment, which includes the protection of the animals.
Correct.
Which is amazing to see like that.
Correct. And so the ship being very, very small provides a very intimate experience. And most importantly, it allows you, it gives our guests the opportunity to visit Galapagos on board one of the most luxurious ships out there. How could you describe Silversea's atmosphere on board and what does Silversea stand for as a brand?
There's a couple of words: luxury, service, fantastic dining. I mean, the suites, even if you're not in the biggest suite, are still large enough to move around. The dining is exquisite, and then the service is just as exquisite. You can talk to anybody, everybody, and because it is a smaller ship, you can even visit the captain in the wheelhouse.
Now we're talking about specifically the Origin and the Galapagos.
Yeah.
So again, to give everybody some perspective, Silversea is one of the most luxurious brands at sea.
Which offers a lot of extras that other cruise lines don't. So even if you're not doing Galapagos, and I have done other Silversea cruises, you're getting your beverages, including spirits, your gratuities, and your intimate, and depending on the location, usually at least one excursion per port.
The ships are beautifully decorated. The cuisine is fantastic. Service is impeccable. Marble bathrooms, elegant, but at the same time somewhat modern. You get that full luxury experience. And now moving specifically to the Silversea Origin, how was the ship?
Oh, it was exquisite. It's a fairly new ship, and it looks like it. And everything is laid out very easy to get from point A to point B, no matter what deck you're on.
And how many guests on board?
There were, I don't know how many there were when I went, but yeah, like you said, around 50.
50 guests. So I guess it was at half capacity. So the ship holds 100 guests, approximately 50 suites. And what did you like the most about the ship? Help us understand the ship itself. Obviously we know it's small, but what about like the common areas, restaurants? Help us understand a little bit.
The dining was wonderful, and the main dining room and office, and it was the service again was fantastic. Food was without a doubt. If you needed something special, they will make it for you, as they did for me. So they care more about the service than worrying about, oh, we have to make this for this person. They go out of their way just to make sure that you are comfortable and that you get what you need.
And the suites, how were the suites? What suite did you stay on?
The suites, as I said, were very large, and we were not in the biggest suite.
Did you have a silver suite?
No, I did not have a silver suite. I had a balcony suite, and it was, like I said, it was spacious. Lots of room for putting clothes away, lots of room for moving around without bumping into each other. It was just...
And now, help me understand a little bit about the experience on board. I mean, aside from your room attendant and the typical things you would find and your butler, the typical things that you would find on any other Silversea ship. I know there's expedition experts, right?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
All of the expedition experts, and also the captain for that matter, all were from Ecuador. All were new exactly everything there was to know about each island that we went to see the animals. Uh, the, the animals that we would see, the blue-footed boobies, everything, the animals that we saw, they knew everything because they live it and they grew up in that area.
What other animals did you see?
Okay, we went to a tortoise farm. I guess that's the best place. And my goodness, you could put a saddle on it. It was just amazing. And so we went to a tortoise farm on one of the islands. We saw. It's amazing to go to beaches, Carlos, and there are sea lions playing almost all over the place.
Wow.
And they don't bother you. You don't bother them. You'll hear them go ooh, ooh, when they want to converse with each other, and it is just amazing. I've told a lot of my guests, if you've been to Alaska, the next step is to go to the Galapagos. Because in Alaska, you don't want to go near a bear or some of the other animals. In Galapagos, they are used to humans, and you can go near them, but you do want to keep a little distance because that's the best thing.
And of course, the boobies.
Oh, the blue-footed boobies, they're all over the place. They're on the islands, on the rocks. We saw the birds flying. We saw iguanas that were large. There was one place that we went on a Zodiac. It seemed like hundreds of iguanas on this big rock with a sea lion in between.
Wow.
The animals don't bother each other basically, and we even saw penguins. Those are harder to see because they are so quick to swim.
Right.
Wow.
What about whales? Did you get to see any whales?
So you didn't see any whales, unfortunately.
But there are plenty.
There's
especially depending on the season, right?
Depending on the season, there will be whales, but there's nothing that is bad for humans. There's no great white sharks, anything like that. So you can swim. They allow you to go snorkeling or deep diving, and a lot of times when you're doing that, sea lions will come around and play around with you.
That's
or
very
just
nice.
swim around you. It's amazing.
That is very nice.
If it's on anybody's bucket list, you definitely want to go forward with it.
What about the excursions? What would you say to people that might be a little bit afraid of how active the excursions might be, or?
Well, as you know, I have a little handicap, and they help you go north. They help me get into the Zodiac boats, help me get off the Zodiac boats, and even at the islands, some of the places are a little rockier than other places. The guides not only know their areas, but they will assist you as well.
What about for young kids and families?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, if you want to teach young people, well, depends on how old, because you want them to appreciate it. But they will.
So at least like 8 or 10 years old, at least.
Yeah. And you want that they will appreciate nature if they go to a place like this.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
Always appreciate nature.
Sure. What about the dress code? What was the dress code like?
Casual, country club casual. No ties, no jackets for men, no long dresses for women, no formal wear. Everything is on a relaxing type of atmosphere. You don't have to extra pack, which of course makes it easier when you're flying because 50 pounds and too many bags and all that. So it is much easier.
Steven, what is the best time to go to Galapagos?
Well, actually, Galapagos is all year round. It's almost like some areas of the Mediterranean. It's like here in Florida. It's 12 months of the year, every week. There are a few months that might be a little bit cooler or a little bit rainier season, but for the most part, you can go whenever you are able to go.
The weather doesn't change a lot because you're literally on the equator.
Like I said, there are a couple of months that there might be a little bit more rain, but it doesn't rain all day, and it's not cold like up north and all that. So you're fine.
And what is the Silversea program like? How do you get there? How does the program look like?
Well, you have two ways of going. Now, we went to Guayaquil in Ecuador because the airport in Quito was being repaired. So you will either fly to Quito based on their airport opening up, or Guayaquil. And what happens is the program includes 2 nights in either Quito or Guayaquil, including a tour, including breakfast, including the hotel, and all the transfers. Then you are flown to, in our case, San Cristobal, and that's included as well. So anything is basically included. The only thing that's not included is the spa treatment or souvenirs.
Right.
Everything else.
And with Silversea, you have the door-to-door program, which literally pick you up at home, take you to the airport, flights included, all the way to Ecuador, and then they hold you literally by the hands from the moment you leave home.
Exactly. If you live within 52 miles of an airport, they will pick you up with black limousine service, and they'll drive you home as well. So you don't have to worry about adding mileage to your car, gas, or even parking at the airport. And if it's over 52 miles, they'll just adjust the rate.
Right. Okay, and then when you actually decide to take one of those itineraries, what are the difference between the different itineraries? Is there one that is better than other? What do you think?
Well, Silversea basically has one itinerary. Basically, all the islands, you're going to see animals, and you're going to see nature. There's the northern loop and a couple other loops. Basically, not to worry about that, because you are going to see plenty of nature, plenty of animals, sea lions galore, both in the water and on the beaches. So it really doesn't matter.
Okay. So it's more of like when you can go.
When you can go, and of course, they contact me or us at Luxury Cruise Connections, we're going to get them a much better value than if they booked it directly with Silversea.
Well, that was going to be my next question. What is the best way to book a Galapagos cruise?
Well, first of all, we have the experience and we have a better value. So if they want to get the best value, without a doubt, and even Silversea will tell them, and other cruise lines, without a doubt, is to contact us, because we are available basically 24/7. We take care of anything, including possible problems down the road. We take care of everything, and we will have extra amenities that they will definitely not get from Silversea.
That was going to be my last question, Steve. So you're saying that when somebody wants to book a Silversea cruise, they wouldn't be able to get a better price by booking direct?
Without a doubt, they would not.
Explain why.
Because we have, first of all, we have great partnership with every cruise line, including Silversea. So we get special amenities, special offers, and special value that when you contact a Silversea rep directly, they won't be able to provide that. Plus, with Silversea, you don't know if you're getting someone who's maybe not even been on a cruise. With Luxury Cruise Connections, basically everyone has been on cruises. They know locations. As I mentioned, I've been on over 100 cruises, so I know locations. I've been to Galapagos, so I can advise them. We don't call ourselves travel agents. We call ourselves travel advisors. And that's a good reason why we've been named for the third straight year in a row, the best cruise agency in North America.
That's a really good point. Because of our relationship with Virtuoso, gives us a worldwide leverage, which allows us to get our clients some additional amenities that otherwise the cruise line wouldn't offer direct
And couldn't.
and couldn't offer direct. And so normally, when you are coming to Luxury Cruise Connections and planning your cruise with Luxury Cruise Connections, like Steve was saying, not only are you going to have the opportunity to deal with one of our experts that has been there, done that can literally advise for every single little detail of the vacation, but also while getting all of that, you're also saving and getting better value because of all these relationships and all these opportunities that we have to offer unpublished pricing that Silversea
And
can't
we're
offer
also
direct.
saving them time, because a lot of cruise lines, you call them up, you might be on the phone 15, 20 minutes just to try to get through. We take care of that. We have ways to deal with that, so you can go on with your day. We'll give you the best value, so we save you money, we save you time, and we provide the experience.
Well, Steve, I'm sold on Galapagos. So are you going to put Listen, Steve, thank you very much. We very much appreciate your time. For our dear audience, what's that?
I said, don't hesitate to contact.
For our dear audience, very, very much grateful for spending some time with us. Thank you for the opportunity, for taking care of you and taking care of your next cruise vacation.
No matter where you're going.
No matter where you're going, exactly. But especially if you're planning a Silversea Galapagos cruise, we're here for you. We love for the opportunity to take really good care of you. Thank you for joining us today. Bye-bye.